We're gonna play some of a game here, just such art. It's going to be fun. It's gonna be a blast. We're gonna love it. The whole game is just basically an art thing, and we're gonna see how this goes. I feel like I've just lost all sound, and I don't have any idea why. Why is it so choppy too? It's never usually. Oh, I hate this. Maybe it's a little bit better now. So I just thought, in the spirit of Halloween, we are going to attempt to make some ghosts.
Sup, nerd?
Sup, nerd? How was your day? How was your tea and honey? How's your tea and honey?
Very tasty. I see you stream,
I am, yeah.
so I shall consider. But it's pretty good tasty. Pretty good tasty.
It's good. Worth it?
You are you are a little echoey. Just FYI for your stream.
Oh, okay, let me see something.
Um, worth? Sure. Um, yeah. I mean, I would say it's a lot of honey. Like, if it's not, it probably has enough for like at least 2 teaspoons. No, I'm just kidding.
At least two
Two
teaspoons.
teaspoons. No, I mean, yeah, I've probably like 50 teaspoons. I would assume. I mean, I don't know. That
Like,
sounds like the most ridiculous measurement of food I've ever said.
teaspoons. What are we, British?
50 teaspoons.
I'm sorry, the only time I ever went T in my measurements is when I'm figuring out how much I'm dumping over the Boston Harbor. Am I right?
Right? I'll play a little bit of spooky games too.
What spooky game are you gonna play?
The Binding of Isaac
That actually is a kind of a spooky game.
is a little spook.
It's not super spooky, but
It's like a Zach appropriate level of spooky.
yeah.
Let's see if I have anything else. Divinity, that's scary.
Oh.
There's zombies in there. Yeah, I think I mean I have like the like horror games that we bought to like play, like the Sign of Silence and um
Yeah.
like I have all those, but like I would never actually choose to play any of them. So
I feel it. I need a brush. Is it still
you-
echoey by any chance?
no, I don't hear you.
Okay, cool.
Are you drawing me a picture?
Yeah. It's a spooky ghost.
Oh fuck me.
It's a ghost. It's a ghost. It looks
Oh,
so blurry because I burned it with the thing. I used a laser to make it. And so
there,
it literally looks like I just made it. Like, it looks like I'm not wearing my glasses.
it kind of do be like that though.
So I might be quitting my second job here soon.
Yay, for you, if that's
Yeah.
what you want.
Yeah, so they were like, I mean, it's not the job itself that it's not like I hate my job. I do think I'm way underpaid for it and stuff. But
Hold on. A teacher's being overpaid.
underpaid.
Oh, I was gonna say being overpaid is just no new news.
Okay.
But oh, fuck it.
But I go there. I make $12 an hour there at tutoring, and I got to tutor like at least 2 kids an hour usually. Which isn't.
That
I mean, it's
seems
not
really low for a tutor.
right. And then so I was talking to my cousin tonight, who has put me in contact with a bunch of people in Illinois. Like she lives in Illinois, and her son needed help last year, and she really liked how I was working with her son, so she recommended me to some people, and I've been working with their kids for a while, and they pay me $40 an hour, or
Ew.
$45 an hour, depending on which family it is.
Yeah, that seems. I was thinking tutoring was like $70, right? Like
It depends on where
sometimes.
you're at, but in Illinois where they're at, yeah, she said that tutors will charge $60 an hour. And I was like, I mean that's great and all, but like they're working in person with these kids, whereas I'd be working online, you know.
Right.
So like I have to convince these people that why an online one is better, or like why they should use me versus being in person. So I was like, yeah, the easiest way to do that is just to make it cheaper for them. And um, so I started tutoring these kids, and like they all love me and stuff. And so I was talking to my cousin tonight, and she was like, yeah, so there's like a list of people that I could reach out to and probably get you business, you know, if you want. Um, she's like, how much do you charge? And I told her, and she's like, yeah, tutors here in person will charge like $60 an hour. Plus, I've already told them about you. And she's like, it's been pretty much well, I don't think he could take on new people right now because he doesn't have time. And I was like, I can make the time. I was like, I just gotta
Yeah.
quit my other job, which like, I like some of the students I work with. I'm not gonna be heartbroken about leaving the job. Like, I like some of the
Right.
students I work with, and I like my one of my bosses and one of my coworkers, and that's it. And
Now, is this where Lauren's at, or she's at like your actual school?
she's at my actual school, so I gotta see Lauren every day.
um.
Which is like, it's cool, but at the same time, it's sometimes just like kind of awkward because she knows I'm still friends with Ben. And
Yeah.
she's like, so like, to be honest, I mean, she'll sometimes like shit talk him, not in like a he's a bad person kind of way, but like this motherfucker proposed to me, and then freaking just decides it's not right for him. And I told her, I was like, like I know you make jokes and all. I just want to make sure we're clear, like which one's worse, him calling it off early or like being in a marriage where like neither one of you guys are all that happy at some point,
Right.
and she's like, oh no, you're right. She's like, I don't go around telling random people that he's like a bad person. She's like, you're just a friend of his. I'm just like, messing around. I was like, okay, and I was like, and that's totally cool because you haven't said anything that's like really shit talking him, like giving him a hard
Right.
time and stuff. Fine. I was like, and you're not really like being a dick to him, so or about him. Like she hasn't said anything bad. So I'm like, I'm cool with it. I was just like, I just want to make sure that like everything's okay. Like I know it sucks, but
Mhm.
And she's like, no, no, yeah, everything's totally good.
I mean, I really don't want anybody to like be. I mean, like I don't see how you could be mad, but I mean, I understand being mad about
It's frustrating.
being broken up with. It's frustrating, but nobody wants to.
That's the thing is I was like, listen, if you wasn't 100% sold on it, do you really want to get married to that? Like, I was like, I know that like I was like, I know everybody has their doubts and stuff, but at the same time, like, if it was, you're just having enough doubts to want to call it off, then, like, it's, might be for the better in the long run. Like, it sucks. I'm not gonna lie, like, it definitely does. I'm sure, well, I guess I wouldn't technically know, but, like, I'm sure it does. But, I don't know. But yeah, I have to work with her every day, long story short.
um. Oh, cool. Well, I wish you the best, Aruni, because that seems really low. I'm gonna be honest. That's kind of crazy.
Yeah, and it was $10, and the only
I mean,
reason why
teachers usually get paid like $90 an hour, right, when they're at school,
so
because they're overpaid.
the only reason why it was even $12 is we found out that our like the boss is in charge of the whole place. I'm just ignoring your comment by the way. The boss is in charge of the whole place. Was offering people who were like interviewing $12 an hour while we were at $10, and where like somebody found out and was just like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, that's real shit. I think I
Sorry
did
for
that
any
at.
kids trying to watch my stream. Just kidding, it's just you.
I the I think that's how I found out and got a raise as a porter, because like they were hiring new people in at like $9, or no, maybe it was like $8. They were like hiring. It was $8 or $9. I'm like, oh hell no.
Oh no, that you raised that. Yeah,
Okay.
it's just it's ridiculous. I was just like, how are you going to offer new people that much money? I mean, I know like $12 isn't a lot, but how are you going to offer them more money than what the people who've been here all through COVID and stuff have been?
Yeah, that's really wild.
So
I blame Bezos.
I do too. No, if it was up, so there's like one of my bosses I really like. The other boss though, it's not that she's a bad person. I just think she tries to make it be too much of a business. You know, when it should be like it's more of a business to her than it is anything else.
Is this private or I mean, I guess it kind of has to be, doesn't it?
Um,
But it's a private like it's not ran through like a state education.
no, it's Sylvan Learning Center. So
Oh, okay. I can pretend like I know what that means.
I thought maybe.
I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
Sorry, I thought maybe you had heard of them before.
I have. I had a teacher that taught there. Do you think I can get? Do you ever play Isaac?
Yeah, occasionally.
I have 20 coins in the donation machine. Do you think a bomb can get me 4 coins?
I think a bomb can get you 4.
Or do I go where I think there's a secret room? I think I go for the secret room instead of a bomb.
What does the donation part do? Can you just use them?
I went to the wrong fucking place! Oh my god, I wasted my last bomb on the wrong place. Hopefully I can. I'm sorry, what does the donation machine do? Is that what you asked?
Yeah.
You can like donate coins into it, and it like transfers over into the next run. So like
okay.
like if and it's kind of limited, so like maybe each run you go put like 20 coins in there, so then like when you're running low and you have like just a bunch of bombs, you can bomb the donation machine and get coins back. It's like past you being nice to future you.
I don't like that.
Do you not like it, or do you just not like me?
Both.
Kind of toxic. Go off.
You want me to get off?
Yep, that's what I said.
By the way, make sure. I mean, you don't have to have a costume for next week, but if you have a costume, bring it.
Oh yeah.
We're going to a costume party.
Oh, are we going to?
Yeah, you get to meet Luke.
Is Monet invited?
No, I thought we were ditching her. I thought we agreed on that.
She might cry.
I told her yesterday that we were ditching her for the party. She said,
That's
that
fair.
doesn't sound like a Zach thing. And I said, that was Zach's idea.
Thank you. I really love when each of you speak for me, because like when Monet tells me that she told you something I said, it like isn't even what I said when she's relating it back to me. And it's just
what
a
did she
great time.
say?
I don't know. She told me that she told you something yesterday or 2 days ago
Oh,
that I said,
she
and
told
I'm
me
like,
that
I
you were
literally
like, you
didn't
thought
say
I
that.
was mad at you over Divinity. And like, I was frustrated, but I wasn't like mad. I was just like, why is he yelling at me about a bedroll? Like, I would have done that if I could get to it. And I was just like, so frustrated. It wasn't just you, it was just the whole day in general. And I just got off when Ben was getting off, like, right away. But I wasn't like mad. And she's like, yeah, Zach thought you were like really mad at him or something. And I was just like, no. And she's
No,
like, well,
I
you should
didn't say
apologize
that.
you should apologize to Zach. And I was like, I'm not going to apologize because I didn't actually say or do anything wrong. At the same time, I would never expect Zach to apologize to me because he didn't say or do anything wrong. Like, I was
I
frustrated.
did think that you
didn't.
yelled at me too much, and I was gonna cry.
I mean, and that's on you though. But I didn't actually like say anything bad, and I didn't really yell at you, in my opinion. But
Wow.
But that being said, it's not like I'm sitting here being like, well, he should apologize to me for like yelling at me about not getting a bedroll out. Like, it's very clear I was trying to on my side if he had watched me, but like I just didn't have enough time to get to the bedroll, so I tried to do a healing spell and it didn't work. I also didn't realize how many fucking things it hit me when I was walking through that room. Like, I was like, oh, it's a very clear shot. I'm just going to get through it really quick. And then I get into the room and it's like 10 health or something. And I'm just like, oh shoot. But yeah, so I thought Monet mentioned about going somewhere the first night. I also thought we could end up playing like the Switch at the house and stuff, and drinking and having a good old time.
Yeah, she said that she wanted to go to a bar, which I'm not like against, but I don't like want to be like at a bar all night.
Well, neither do I, because I mean, I drink a little bit now, but I'm not like going out to get drunk or anything.
Right.
You know? Like if we
bars
went out,
for me. Yeah, bars for me honestly are just like, I'm good for like a beer or two, and then I'm like, all right, I just want to go home so I don't spend all of my money. And
like I went to Giant Eagle. That's definitely not the same orange fudge. I went to Giant Eagle and it's like they had bottles of wine. I'm sure it's not great wine or whatever, but like they had bottles of wine that were discontinued that they were it's 100% not the same orange. It was like $10 for a bottle, like a big old bottle of wine, and I'm like, I could spend 15 on probably the same type of wine at any sort of restaurant or bar. Like,
probably more 15. Than that, probably 30
for a bottle. Yeah, it's probably closer to that. And I was like, and that's not even talking about like the beer selection and everything. Like, I don't know. And like, really, I might just want some tea and honey. We don't know.
I gotta say, Ben turned me onto a song called Ginger Tea, and it's so fucking good. All I want to listen to is that song, and all I want to drink is that song.
You just want to drink sound?
Yes. Do you not drink sound often?
No. I also, so my cousin the one in Illinois, is hosting Thanksgiving this year, and but they
Yeah.
didn't tell us until like last week because it was kind of a last second decision. And so I told her today, I was like, hey, just want to let you know, like, I'm not coming to Thanksgiving because I didn't know we were even having a Thanksgiving this year with our family. Like, we were all getting together. And so I already made plans to go see Caitlin's family down in Bloomington because they'll be there. And, you know, it's her sister and her new nephew and stuff. And she's like, so, like, what's going on with you and your parents? And I was just like, so that's when I called her and started talking to her. I was like, what? No, like, nothing's going on as far as I'm aware. And she's like, oh, she's like, I think I must have misunderstood. I thought you were saying, like, they didn't bother telling you that the Thanksgiving is going to be at our house. I was like, no, they did. We just already had plans by the time, you know, the message went out. But then that sparked a whole long conversation. And then we talked about my grandma who has, like, dementia and stuff. And it was a good time. I like that cousin. There's not much on my dad's side. There's not much on either side of my family that I like extended family wise. I like that cousin.
Okay.
I don't know why I'm telling you all that, but yeah, there you are.
I don't. Is that one of the? That's not the cousin that you like tutor, is it?
Yeah, I don't tutor her. I tutor her kids.
Well, fucking obviously.
I mean,
Jesus.
she's not the brightest thing in the. She's not the brightest
Wow.
tool in the shed either. So, no, I love her. She went to IU, so she's obviously the smartest out of everybody but me. And my dad kind of went to IU, but it was IPFW, so it doesn't count. I don't know.
Excuse me. Excuse me. Are you just like insulting my education on purpose, or
Are you getting a degree from IU through IPFW?
no?
Oh yeah, because it's not IPFW anymore, is it?
Yes, and it's also not IU.
Yeah. So, how am
Well,
I
I mean, like,
insulting your education?
I don't know. But I wanted
Okay.
to be insulted.
I mean, because I am. It's like a fake one. It's like, is it really even Purdue? Besides, aren't you getting your like degree in, I don't know, psychology or something? Isn't that fake anyways?
I love it here.
um. All right, so I'm messing, by the way, Zach. Your degree is very important to someone. Um, I
Just
was.
like fuck off.
I'm teasing. No, I really am kidding though. PFWs are I guess I gotta stop calling it IPFW, but PFW is actually a really good school. It's just unfortunate it's in Fort Wayne.
I'm over this fucking game.
Um, so I was tutoring some kids tonight at Sylvan, you know, and I was like, I was talking to my coworker afterwards. I was like, I don't know what it is, because like I'm over here trying to get them, you know, doing math and stuff, and these kids just want to tell me all about their personal life, and I'm just like, I don't want to know like all of that. Like one girl was telling me about how she dumped her, or she broke up with her boyfriend, and her boyfriend was like a complete like asshole about it and stuff. And I'm just like, yeah, that's really cool, but like we need to finish up this math sheet. I was like, I felt like a dick, but at the same time, I'm like, yeah, we're just trying to do some math here. And then the next girl was just like, the next student I had, she was like, so I heard you had a lot of girl drama this last hour, and I was like, yeah, like it was pretty wild. And she goes, good, I got some more. And I'm just like, oh no. She's like, so I met this guy at this thing for college last week, and she's like, and like we've been chatting and stuff, but like he doesn't really like respond much to anything. Like it's it's not very like conversationally. She's like, is there anything I could like ask him to get it to be more conversational, and I was like, listen, you're asking the wrong person. And she's like, but aren't you a guy? Like, you're a guy though, right? Like, what would get you, like, what would start a conversation for you? I was like, I'm telling you, you're asking the wrong person. And she's like, well, what do you mean? I was like, it's not that I don't, like, if I could help you, if I can give you any suggestions, I absolutely would. But there's two problems with asking me for a suggestion like that. One, I have been married for 3 years and in a relationship with the same woman for 5 years before that. So if you're asking for like, hey, what's like a dating advice kind of thing, I'm like 8 years out, or yeah, I'm 8 years out of the game. Like, you know, even if it was appropriate for me to be given that as an adult, you know, to you, I'm 8 years out of the game. I'm probably not the best person to be asking. I was like, on top of that, my idea of a conversation would be like, hey, if you were in his position, in Frodo's position, do you think that you would be able to have the strength to throw the ring into the fiery pits of Mordor, or do you think you would rely on some kind of Deus Ex Machina or Machina or whatever it's called, and have Golem try to tackle you into the lava before you let it go? And she's like, what? And I was like, you know, like Frodo. And she's like, who's Frodo? And I was like, first off, wrong answer to that.
You failed the class, ironically, today.
Yeah, I was like, okay, tomorrow's your last day, but I'm gonna make sure you don't work with me anymore. And she's like, that's kind of rude. And I was just like, it's kind of rude that you don't know who Frodo is. I'm not gonna lie. And I was like, that's like saying you never like watched a Harry Potter movie. And she's like, oh, I just noticed. I think my video's been frozen on stream this whole time.
Oh. I haven't been like looking at your